Unveiling the Shadows, Understanding Dark Fantasy. Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic that often captivates the imagination: dark fantasy. It's a term you might have come across in books, movies, or even games, but what does it really mean? Stay tuned as we explore the depths of this genre. Dark fantasy is a subgenre of fantasy that incorporates darker and sometimes frightening themes of fantasy. It combines elements of fantasy with horror, creating a gloomy and often eerie atmosphere. Unlike traditional fantasy, where heroism and magic often prevail, dark fantasy may involve anti-heroes and moral ambiguity, painting a more complex and grim picture of the fantastical world. In dark fantasy, you'll encounter worlds where magic isn't always benevolent. Creatures aren't always friendly, and the line between good and evil is often blurred. Key characteristics include a dark, mysterious setting, supernatural elements, a sense of horror, and moral complexity. This genre asks its audience to consider the darker sides of magic and mythology, making for a compelling, thought-provoking experience. It's important to distinguish dark fantasy from similar genres like horror or gothic fiction. While they share common elements like an emphasis on fear and the supernatural, dark fantasy is rooted in a fantasy world with its own rules and lore. In comparison, horror focuses on creating fear and suspense in the audience, and gothic fiction is characterized by its mood of decay, fear, and the macabre within a romanticized setting. Some popular examples of dark fantasy include The Witcher series, where the protagonist, a monster hunter, navigates a world filled with political intrigue and dark magic. Another is Pan's Labyrinth, a film that blends historical narrative with eerie fairy tale elements. These works show how dark fantasy can be used to explore complex themes and characters in a richly imagined world. Thank you for joining me on this shadowy journey into dark fantasy. It's a genre that challenges our perceptions of fantasy, taking us into worlds where the line between right and wrong is as blurred as the boundary between the real and the supernatural. I hope this video has shed some light on the darker corners of imagination. Happy exploring, and may your adventures be thrilling and enlightening.